man suddenly bolted from the back of the plane towards the front cabin door, hysterically yelling, "The plane is going to crash. Death is coming." It appears as though he was attempting to open the cabin door before he was restrained.
You guys are waiting for death. Don't you guys want life? Reset.
Now, what's particularly strange is the man claims to have been trapped in a time loop. According to the Twitter footage, he exclaims that he's already lived through this scenario 5 times, each ending with the plane crashing and everyone on board dying. Despite his alarming warning, everyone who wants to live, get off the plane now, he never specifies the nature of the impending disaster.
They are Hollow Earth inhabitants. This is the time loop. This is the sixth. Wait, this time is the 6th loop.
The Capital Airport's Bureau of Public Security issued a statement on January 4th confirming the incident and subsequent police involvement. The passenger, a 25-year-old man named Ha, was detained for investigation. Preliminary findings indicated an abnormal mental state, leading to his transfer to a medical institution for further examination.
Why is he talking about they're Hollow Earth inhabitants, and then he's saying that this is the 6th loop? Now, okay, before y'all even clicked on this video, y'all saw the title, right? Y'all saw that we're gonna be talking about people stuck in time loop, timeline jumping, quantum jumping, everything that has to do with time, because time is just ripping apart right now. You know, days are getting shorter, Earth is spinning faster. We just gotta see what's going on. I'm noticing people keep saying we stuck in a time loop. I keep having deja vu, so this is why I'm making this video right now.
So I'm not trying to ruin y'all little family festivities, because I know the people come together and love on each other and stuff during holidays. But we need to talk about these. So have y'all noticed that we're stuck in a time loop? And it's the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. Y'all stuck in time loops when it comes to work. Then y'all are stuck in time loops when it comes to holidays. We're stuck in time loops just generally because of the calendar in general, which is absolutely wrong. We are actually really currently in the year 2012. It's not 2021. So that's just one thing. But basically my point is that we're stuck in a program, something like a video game, something like a simulation. And how we get stuck here, how we continue to trap and loop ourselves within this simulation is by time and celebrating things based upon times. These holidays are set up on certain days, on precise days, for harvesting reasons, but also to loop you into a new cycle until the next holiday comes about. And then outside of holidays, the trends, the music, it's all recycled. Have y'all noticed that a new song comes out and it's sampled? They're sampling an older song that came out a long time ago. Or how are like the bell bottoms or just like the hairstyles and stuff, they're coming back, they're being recycled over and over again. These are things that are keeping us stuck in these time loops. When you feed energy to these things that are being recycled, that are not original, that are just looping and looping, it puts you in the loop. So that's just something to think about.
So, okay. There was a glitch in the system. I'm gonna show you guys a video, okay? So in this video, you can see me grabbing a lemon, right? I cut it in half, and then I cut it in half once more, right there. You can see me cut it, right? I go get a bag, okay? I grab the bag, I go back for the lemon, and I grab the lemon, and I touch it, and I'm like, why is it not cut in half? And my face, I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like inspecting it, I take it out of the bag, I grab this lemon, trying to see if I cut that one. I recut the lemon because the lemon wasn't cut anymore. I'm freaking out because the lemon was not cut in half anymore.
Did y'all see that? Wait a minute. Let's go back. She cut the lemon. She cut it.
Once more, right there. You
Bam.
can see me.
Bam. She comes back.
Okay, so I'm like, what the fuck?
It's not cut.
So I'm like inspecting it. I take it out of the bag. I grab this lemon, trying to see if I cut that one. I recut the lemon because the lemon wasn't cut anymore.
Exactly. I'm trying to tell y'all. Phenomenons. Fourth dimensional phenomenon. Let's go more into it. Now, I done dig into my likes to give y'all a little explanation of deja vu and when you're shifting realities. Time don't exist, and I'm trying to tell y'all.
So what is deja vu and why does it happen? Deja vu is when you experience something for the first time, but it feels like you've experienced it before. But why does this happen? This can be caused by something called dimensional jumping or reality shifting, which is when you physically shift into another parallel reality. The universe is constantly moving us from dimension to dimension, depending on what our frequency is at the time.
The universe is constantly moving us from dimension to dimension, depending on what our frequency is at the time.
So imagine that you're jumping between dimensions, but the timing is just a bit off. You're just going to replay a moment again from that universe before fully integrating, which is deja vu.
This is why I'm trying to tell y'all, getting out of the timeline. They keep us in this vibrational timeline where they keep reiterating the same type of music and putting out the same type of females and the same type of men who are speaking on the same things, literally, constantly, over and over again. So when we're programming our frequency in the music, in the movies that they put out, in the media, when they're showing, bringing everything to the front that's negative, that's happening to, melanated people.
I read the entire CIA document on reality shifting, and here's what you need to know. So using the model from before, these two books are the absolute, the state of consciousness above and below reality, and these are the different realities. So say this page is the reality that we're in right now, and this is your physical body on that plane of existence. Just like this drawing, your body is limited. This drawing is limited to the 2D space that I have drawn for it. But remember, your consciousness, what exists inside of your brain, does not have those same limitations. So shifting is basically what would happen if I took this Sharpie and pressed it to your head, right here on the paper. Your consciousness can bleed through into other realities, thus making it more like a 3D shape.
This is story time. Sit. All right. Quantum jumping. Quantum jumping is the process by which you have a desired result that is different from your current state. If you apply enough energy, right, you can change your current reality to that desired state, and that is quantum jumping. I did this shit last week in Chinatown, and let me tell you what happened. Went to go see my acupuncturist in Chinatown because I have eczema, right? After the appointment, he's like, Chantel, you need to get Chinese Benadryl specifically to help with the itching. Cool. He shows me a picture of this, right? So I'm traveling around Chinatown. I'm in this little area where he said it is. I'm looking at each store, looking for herbs and some type of medicine. Nothing is in English, all right? Everything looks the same right now because it's just store against store against store against store, right? Finally find a store. Go in. Miss, I need this. She looks at me up and down. She takes it. She kind of throws it on the counter. And she's like, $9. I'm like, do you take card? No, cash. Rude as hell. I'm like, I'll be back. So I hop on my e-board and I go zooming to Chase Bank, bumping, and I'm thinking about how rude this lady is. And I'm like, should I even spend my money with this lady? Like, I really do not know. I wish I had a better place I can find. Maybe I'll find a place on the way. Like, I'm in deep thought, right? Go to Chase, get the money out, go right back to where I was, right? I had a visual marker of where I was. I was right by the street sign that said Forsyth. I was under a bridge, and to the right was the store. I go back, the store is not there. I'm like, okay, maybe I want to block up too much. So I go back up, and I slowly come back down. The store is not there.
Checking again.
I'm like, nah, I'm bugging. I didn't even eat any brownies or edibles. Like, I'm bugging. I hop off my board. Board in one hand, remote in the other, and now I'm looking into each store. The store is not there. But guess what? There's another store. Now, the store that I first went to, everything was on the left-hand side, a glass counter, and there was two women in front. This new store, everything's on the right-hand side, and there's a lady in there, right? This store was not there before. But I'm like, you know what? I need this cream. I'm going to go in. She goes, I get it. She's actually $6.50. Take it. Give her the money, and I put my wallet in my bag. She's like, Miss, you didn't zip your wallet. I'm like, it's okay, the zipper's broken, but thank you. You're so nice. And I leave. I'm like, wow, I'm actually really happy I spent money with this lady and not this other person. And I go back out, and that store literally disappeared. The store that I first went to was literally replaced by this new store, and I'm like, what the fuck, but I got my Benadryl.
Right? Like,
It's story time. Sit.
y'all, I'm trying to tell you. Has this ever happened to anybody? Has it ever happened to anybody? Please let me know in the comments. Please let me know. Because I've been having a lot of deja vu experiences. I feel like I've had experienced a three loop. 3 times I have looped in a certain experience and I keep having deja vu about it. And I'm just like, wait a minute. I've already experienced this before. And it keeps coming back. Yeah. This is not the first time I've seen a video where people have talked about them going to a place and it looks different. And sometimes places can even disappear. Something can happen where you're shifting and you're in another reality where you're getting what you're supposed to get. Now, watch this.
The craziest thing happened to me yesterday. So I woke up in the morning feeling different, but I couldn't really pinpoint why, right? And then I went to the supermarket to go get some eggs. And when I went to go get the egg, in the spot where they normally have been this whole time that I've been living in this area for the last couple of years, they weren't there. Instead, I found a bunch of sodas and beers in the spot where they were normally sitting at. So then I thought to myself,
okay, at first when I watched it, I'm like, okay, maybe she overthinking it too much. They probably changed the store around. But watch.
like, whoa, did I just happen to shift into another parallel version of my reality, and this one just has a slightly different layout than the supermarket that I'm used to? Like, that's crazy. Anyway, that was just a thought, right? So I keep going about my day, and then I go to the park, and as I'm walking back home from the park, right, I get to this corner where there's usually this little, like, corner store, convenience store, and when I get there, guess what I see? The store was closed. It looked abandoned because I didn't see a store sign, and apparently had been broken into or something. So then I took that as my sign that, like, no, I have clearly shifted into another parallel reality and I need to talk about it. Get home and I start getting ready for bed, right? And then I do what I normally do when I go to bed, which is listen to a subliminal or some kind of like healing frequency or hypnosis track or something like that. So I go through my history to see the previous videos I had listened to from the night before. I forgot I had listened to this the night before, and I actually had woken up in the middle of the night and I put it back on and I listened to it, and then in the morning when I woke up I listened to it again. So could this be the reason why I felt different in the morning when I woke up and why my reality was just like noticeably different to me? I think that hypnosis audio track or whatever it is helped me to shift into a parallel reality.
I don't know what to tell y'all. Time is not real. People are stuck in time loops. Quantum jumping, reality shifting. This is just energy seeping from the 4th dimension. Yeah. They have made so many movies about time loops, things happening over and over again, days happening over and over again. Let me know what y'all think about shifting realities, being stuck in time loop, quantum jumping, reality shifting, all of that, everything in the 4th dimension. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all stay dangerous.